Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
You turn the time circuits on.
Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Time won't give me time. Gotta get back in time. Time after time.
This is where the past comes alive. Decades with Joe E. Kramer starts now.
We start now, and Mr. Shadoe Steele is with us this week.
Oh, Turkey Day, man. Two
See, this is a week early. I was telling everybody Thanksgiving weekend.
Well, I asked you whatever week it was. I was fine with both of these weeks.
I had nobody coming up this week.
This is perfect. This timed out well.
The Sam will be next week to sing with me.
Oh, I see.
So this works out fine.
Oh. Hey, great
it's like
record, man.
Saturday Night Live with the oldies all over again.
How about this? 40 years ago, 78 band, Shake Your Body, Jackson's. Great song, Kramer.
I don't know what's gonna happen to you, baby, but I do know that I love you. You walk around this town with your head all up in the sky, and I do know that I want you. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. You tease me with your loving, doubly hard to get, 'cause I do know that I want you. You walk around this town with your head all up in the sky, and you do know that I want you. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Shake it up. Just the spark that lit the fire inside of me, and you do know that I love it. I need to do just something to get closer to your soul, and you do know that I want you. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. You tease me with your loving, doubly hard to get, 'cause you do know that I want you. I need to do just something to get closer to your soul, and you do know that I want you. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout, take it over. Down, 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 down. Take it over. You know I'm supposed to be and dance, dance out, dance out, down to the ground. Dance, dance out, dance, dance out, dance, dance out.
On air, online, and on your mobile device. Decades is everywhere. 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 Everywhere.
Decades, Joey Kramer, Shadoe, Steele here.
Oh, what a record that. Hey, what was the first record by Mike Post? That was Mike Post, theme from Hill Street Blues.
His first hit?
Yeah, 1975, yeah. What was it?
The Rockford Files.
Right on the money. That's great, Kramer.
Rockford Files.
That's great.
He did a theme from Hill Street Blues.
That's correct.
He did Greatest American Hero.
That's correct. Joey
LA
Starbury.
Law,
L.A. Law.
and it was another one.
Yeah, there was.
I'm going to have to look up the other one.
That
there.
was great, Kramer. The rock theme from the Rockford Files,
Wait.
July 1975. Very good.
It's coming up. Manhattan Spiritual. I never heard of that.
Oh, I never heard of that.
That was the other one.
Boy, if you never heard of it, that's probably
I don't even
erroneous.
know. The Manhattan Spirituals, an
Manhattan
instrumental.
Spirituals.
What
year was that, Joe?
That was 1958. It was originally
Holy cow.
Well, it was originally written by the Reg Owen Orchestra, and then Mike Post redid it.
Boy, that one got by
Mike
us.
Post released a version of the song as a single in 1975, which reached number 28 on the adult contemporary chart and 56 on the pop
that's why.
chart.
AC, adult contemporary. That's for the slower people.
So but he did a lot of them. Everything
for you
that was
people,
done.
like you people live in 44th.
So
Not like
we're
those partiers in
Now,
Nanico.
your other job is working for.
Oh, no. Not again. Yes, I know.
Should we take calls about
First of all, I have nothing to do with plowing the roads for PennDOT. I'm in the engineering area.
I know.
But let me tell you one thing, and I just told you this off the air. Yeah, PennDOT, they dropped the ball big time, and then they go out and they say the things that they should have done. The first thing that they should have done is what they did back in March in van tractor trailers, because the problem was every mile on every interstate, there's a truck from guide rail to guide rail jackknife and 9 PennDOT plows behind it that could not get through.
Well, I think
and
everybody,
that's, Joe, and that's a big part of it.
This storm
honestly.
took a lot of people by surprise because
it did.
There were people still, and I'm not going to mention TV stations or anything, but there were stations still predicting an inch or two on Thursday.
Joe,
as the snow was coming down, they're still saying an inch or two in the valley.
It was 3 inches up until the storm was almost half done. It was 3 inches, and they said the rain would hold down the totals, which it did, because it rained like heck for like 4 hours.
Where did it rain for you? It didn't rain down here.
It rained in Old Forge.
It didn't rain down here.
Didn't it really?
No, we got 11 inches.
Well, we got 11 inches up there, but it rained too.
It didn't rain. It turned to sleet at like 7 o'clock.
Right on the money.
And then
7 o'clock.
It was sleet for like an hour, and then it basically just was a lull. And it sleeted for 10 minutes and stopped, and then about 2 o'clock in the morning, the snow came through again.
I know, it did.
And we got about a little bit over 11 inches.
11 inches.
11 and a half inches. But I went out there
They were calling, Joe, for 3 inches, then they raised it to 5 to 6, and then 6 to 12. So, I mean, everybody dropped the ball on this deal, but once again, PennDOT is short 573 drivers in all 67 counties. Pennsylvania has 67 counties. Luzerne's the third largest.
There's a pie. And you split the pie.
Who has the big piece of the... You explained this to me 20 years ago.
I know. I'll tell you about the radio.
Tell me.
The radio.
Tell
I
me.
can't tell you. I have to tell you about the radio pie off air. Because there's definitely a radio pie.
Hey!
Look at this.
Oh, my God.
Is it 9:15 on a Saturday night?
This is the greatest record in the world. Rick Dees.
The other night, all the ladies were treating me right, moving my feet to the disco beat. How in the world could I keep my seat? All of a sudden I began to change. I was on the dance floor acting strange. Flapping my arms, I begin to cluck. Look at me, I'm the disco dog.
Let's go, Mama. I'm got to have real Mama. Disco, disco duck. Got to have real Mama. Disco, disco duck. Oh, get down, Mama. Don't be a drunk. Disco, 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 disco duck. All right. Disco, disco duck. Oh, get down, Mama. Oh, Mama, shake your tail feather.
When the music stopped, I returned to my seat. But there's put a duck in his beak. So I got back up to try my luck.
Why, look!
Everybody's doing the disco, disco ball. Disco, disco ball. Wherever, mama. Disco, 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 disco ball. I don't mind. Disco, disco, give me a rubber.
Thank you, Duck, for getting down. Thank you so very much.
Joey Kramer. Joey Kramer. Turn it up. This is Decades.
That is a great record right there.
That is a great record.
That is the Ewok celebration.
You don't hear records like that much
No.
anymore, except on this show. And I want to thank you for having me on once again. I usually save that till the end. You hear the Ewok talking at the end?
Oh,
You cut the Ewok off.
sorry. I was listening to you.
What? Well, I'm much more important. I want to say hi to some folks. Michael Vaccio, he is the man. He's listening in McAdoo tonight. Thanks, Michael. John Sullivan, his son Tayton, loves the Disco Duck. So there's two of us in this world. There's nothing funny about that. They're number one for a month. So John and Kevy Sullivan,
Great
Lancaster,
song.
Missouri. It's a great record. Thank you, John, for listening. Andrew Kozlowski wants to hear, well, he wants to hear Gordon Lightfoot. Pat and Krista Merman and Duryea. Jamie Lee Hines. You know, this almost got by me. Today, thank you, Jamie Lee. Today is Gordon Lightfoot's 80th birthday.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's his birthday. I
80th
forgot about I
birthday
meant
today.
to tell you that. He turned 80 today.
Could you imagine? Stephanie and Steve Corbett, Blood Red Syrah, his new book, of course, Steve Corbett, legendary talk show host, Times leader reporter for decades, dear friend, Steve, and Stephanie Corbett in the historic Hill section of Scranton. The list goes on and on of people. I bring more
start
people
your own
to this.
podcast.
I got enough to do right now, but
Give up that other job.
yeah, you know what? Yeah,
Instead
well,
of-
if you have any more snowstorms
Instead
like
of
that,
plowing the roads.
I got nothing to do with the roads. Just like the guy you know, I got nothing to do with the roads. I'm just telling you what should have been done.
I know. Well, why don't they think of these things? I stayed in my house. I wasn't going anywhere. I mean, I went for a walk, but I wasn't going to.
The first thing you have to do, and it's easy to backseat drive, Joe, as you well know, is you got to keep tractor trailers off the road until the storm is over with. And that's the bottom line.
Oh, I agree.
And that is
they're
the bottom
biggest
line,
problem.
Joe. They're the biggest problem.
Because they always say that when you get into a traffic jam, you'll be stuck. Look at the Schuylkill Expressways. That's the perfect one. You'll be stuck in standstill traffic there, and you're looking for the accident. And it's not an accident. It's two tractor trailers side by side that have backed traffic up for miles.
It's absolutely. We always talk about that. One tractor trailer doing 35 and one trying to pass doing 36.
I know.
And that's the problem.
And on the other side, though, tractor trailer drivers will be the first one to pull over and help you if you have a problem. So there, I mean, we're not saying
Joe,
bad about tractor trailer drivers.
No, we're not.
Just,
it's the toughest profession going, Joe. It's like farming. It's the toughest profession. But you know, when you have a foot of snow, you really have to ban tractor trailers at least till you get a handle on the roadways, because every mile there's a jackknife tractor trailer and there's 9 PennDOT salt trucks behind it waiting for 3 hours to get through. And that's a fact. And that is a fact.
It's going to be a bad winter.
Now, see, I've heard we're in an El Nino year. It's going to be it's supposed to be a mild winter with a lot of precipitation.
But they said it's supposed to be average, but because of the 32-30, we'll get a lot of snow.
See, exactly.
Because when it's too cold,
I was just going to say, we're going to be on that 33 mark. That's right. That is right, what you've heard.
If it's too cold, it doesn't snow.
That's correct.
It doesn't.
The condensation vapor point is too dry. That is correct. It won't
I figured
snow.
you'd know that if anybody does.
Exactly. Thanks, Kramer.
You know, we got to play that boat song coming up. What is it?
Yeah. What is it called?
The one that you played for 39 years.
What do they want to say?
Twice a week.
No, I didn't play it.
It was great when you
show.
had it on CD because if you had to use the restroom, you just put
6 minutes and 35 seconds of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And last Saturday, Kramer, was the anniversary of the wreck. You should respect historical events a little bit more. Then you should love the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Steve Corbett is his favorite record. The guy wants to hear it every single week here, and
my wife never heard it before, so I played it for the other day.
Are you serious?
She never heard the song before.
Jennifer, where have you been?
I played it, and about 3 minutes in, she said, "Could you turn this off now?"
Well, what does Jennifer know?
She said,
"You got to be kidding."
She said, "Where's the hook?"
The hook.
I don't have any problem with the song. I mean, I listened to it for
it's a party record for
years.
For Jeff and all the people in Nanticoke. It's a party record.
There was a drinking song. It's like a drink because every time you played it, somebody took a shot.
Well,
and drank.
Every time I played it, I know I took a shot.
All right, we're gonna get right back to it. We're gonna take a break here. More decades.
We are? Is it over?
No, I have to go. I do commercials.
Oh, okay.
It's only 22 after. More decades coming up. Hang on.
Do not attempt to change the frequency.
Changing channels is not only foolhardy, but also extremely dangerous.
We know. That's what everybody says.
So I don't believe you ought to try it.
Now, back to the music. This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Going loco down in Acapulco.
song.
Going Loco, man. Great record. 89.
I remember
written by
hearing,
Phil Collins.
I remember hearing that song on your show every week,
Yep.
and I finally I had to ask what it was.
Oh, well, the first time I came down here when I guested on this program, you almost killed me when you started off that. Going, oh my gosh, who else would play this? This is like my show on a different frequency.
From the movie Buster.
That's right.
Who would ever get
1989.
Was it written by Phil Collins?
Yes.
There you go.
Yep, how about that?
And
I'm sure with a
by the way, I
different-
meant to tell you,
yes.
Mako's still alive.
Well, we're checking on that.
But the guy from
Shadoe Steele
the
Research
guy from
Department
Hee-Haw died. Did you ever?
Yeah.
Did
Yes,
you ever?
I did.
Of
Roy
course,
Clark.
Roy
Yes,
Clark,
I did.
Of course.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Kramer, one of the biggest records ever was Yesterday When I Was Young by him, and it was a touching record, and he was great in the Hee-Haw days. He was one of the founders. He and Buck Owens back in '69. Then they got canceled from CBS when they dumped all the rural comedies. Remember that? Petticoat Junction, Green Acres, and they got dumped with that along with Lawrence.
No, you never had Stan Lee on your show.
No, the cartoon guy. Everybody's dying this week. They're
Somebody else
trying to
died today.
outdo each other.
Somebody else died today.
Yeah,
There was another death.
somebody just told me that.
The guy from 2001: A Space Odyssey
That's
died.
what it was. The 2001, the producer.
And there was somebody else.
Yes.
But Betty White is still kicking.
Yeah, she's like 98, isn't
I know.
she? 98?
Wait, I got another one for you. You remember this one?
Oh, yeah, hold
You
on.
made me look all over for this.
Now, this is the Last of the Romantics.
Last
this
of the
is
Romantics.
Engelbert Humperdinck, 76.
You got it.
Great record, Kramer.
Only on Decades, right?
We're gonna build a home from stone instead of steel. Our love will make it real. It's a cottage down the lane. We'll fill the fireplace with logs and crackling sticks. We'll lie near by the bricks as we hear the drizzling rain. But till we build that home, we lock our bedroom door. Make plans and love within this one room 8x4. I'll never ask for much, I'll only ask for more. And as all lovers do, I'll turn and say to you, we are the last of the romantics, reaching for love before we lose it to the past. For at the last we are romantic, free from time and space. We can build a place where all that is romantic can last. So close your eyes and see my clearing in the trees. Your face will feel the breeze, and the wind is laced with pine. The sun will rise to where the hills embrace the sky. A stream will wander by like a rolling ball of twine. You must believe I'll make it real, I can't say when, but harder times than this have been, and even then a million loves have lived, and love lives on again, as long as there are two who say the way we do. We are the last of the romantics, reaching for love before we lose it to the past. For at the last we are romantic, free from time and space. We can build a place where all that is romantic can last. We are the last of the romantics, reaching for love before we lose it to the past. can build a place where all that is romantic can last.
It's Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Northeast PA's the river.
Gone, 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 she's been gone so long. She's been gone, gone, gone so long. Gone, 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 she's been gone so long. She's been gone, gone, gone so long. Gone, 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 she's been gone so long. She's been gone, gone, gone so long. Gone, 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 she's been gone so long. Gone, 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 gone so long. Ever since she left me, I sure feel all alone. A little misunderstanding. I can't get her on the telephone. Hanging on down the main street, living in a different world. Standing around with the gang on the corner, talking about my girl. My girl, she was the world to me. She's gone the way across the sea. My girl is just a memory. She's been so long away. She's been gone so long. She's been gone so long. Gone, 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 she's been gone so long. Gone, 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 gone so long. Gone, 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 she's been gone so long. She's been gone, gone, gone so long. She didn't have to leave me. She didn't have to run. She didn't have to go without a word to anyone. I hope she's doing alright. Got no way to know unless she gets to hear this song, hear it on the radio. My girl, she was a world to me. She's gone, and that's a tragedy. My girl is just a memory. She's been so long away. She's been gone so long. She's been gone, gone, gone so long. Gone, gone, gone. She's been gone so long. She's been gone, gone, gone so long. Gone, gone, gone. She's been gone so long. Gone, 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 gone. She's been gone so long. Gone, gone, gone. She's been gone so long. Well, I wonder if I ever gonna see my girl. Gone, gone, gone. She's been gone so long. Wonder if I ever gonna see my girl. I hope she gets the message. Gotta get her back, you know. Wonder if I ever gonna track her down. I'll find that girl. Gonna tell her that I love her so. Wonder if I ever gonna got the word on the grapevine, spread it all around the world. Sooner or later I know we're gonna get her talking about my girl. My girl.
Joey Kramer, Shadoe, Steele here, Chili Whack.
What a great
from 1981.
You know, when I hear these stiffs, it gives me reason to carry on.
I mean, that hit number 22.
These songs could talk somebody off of the Harrison Avenue bridge fence. No, I mean that.
Some of these songs, Casey Kasem said it was a hit. It was a hit.
Yeah, it's true.
And
this
Casey
is a great record.
And their other song was "What You Gonna Do."
What you gonna do when you're gone?
And number 41.
That was a great record.
But they did have a couple songs hit in Norway, I think.
Well, it's funny you don't have them on here, Kramer. I know you follow the Oslo, Norway playlist.
Their
but
biggest hit in, well, My
They're
Girl was
from
one of
Canada.
their biggest hits, but one of their biggest hits was like Lonesome Mary,
I never heard of that.
Fly at Night.
That must be a Canadian.
That was some of their biggest.
Only.
That was some of their biggest hits.
Hey,
how about
man!
this one?
Hey, the Captain and Toenail.
And
Great
then
song,
we got to
man.
get to the boat song coming up next.
75, man.
Love will keep us together. Think of me, babe, whenever some sweet talking girl comes along, singing a song. Don't mess around, you just gotta be strong. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I've been thinking of you. Look in my heart and let love keep us together. You belong to me now. Ain't gonna set you free now. When those girls start hanging around, talking me down, yeah, with your heart and you won't hear a sound. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I've been thinking of you. Look in my heart and let love keep us together. Whatever. Young and beautiful, someday you'll look so be gone. When the others turn you off, who'll be turning you on? I will be there to share forever. Love will keep us together. I said it before and I'll say it again. While others pretend, I need you now and I need you then. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I've been thinking of you. Look in my heart and let love keep us together. Whatever, whatever, I will. You better stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I've been thinking of you. Look in my heart and let love keep us together. Whatever, whatever, I will.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? in the wires made a tattletale sound, and a wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait, when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain, in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck, saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. The iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
I don't know about you, but every time I hear that song, it makes me just...
Don't say it.
No,
I can go home now and I could die because that's
good because a lot of people.
Because this like fulfills like the trilogy, like this now. It's
trilogy.
like now it's complete, Kramer. the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald on Gordon Lightfoot's 80th birthday, and the wreck happened last week. Like, that's the trilogy, Kramer. You can't write stuff like this. Is the stuff that movies are made of, pal. This is unbelievable. For everybody party, especially Jeff in Nanacoke, partying to one of the greatest party records of all time. The wreck of the Edmund. I'm serious. What are you laughing at? The wreck of the Edmund
That and Love Shack.
Well, back to back. Love Shack and then the wreck.
What did you used to say? The songs you sing along with, and the songs
you sing,
and the songs we make you listen to every week.
That's what I used to say.
It's the song you say.
It's the songs you sing along with.
You tell them a chance to win something.
No, I didn't say the
and then
songs you
play
sing along with. I said on the station, on the station, on the show, the program you sing along. It's the program you sing along with. That's what it was. The program you sing along with, yeah. And we have, and some of the...
See, now
right.
If you said that, they'd say, well, let me look up the lyrics. Let me go on my iPhone.
I want to see the lyrics to the Ewok record.
That's easy to play that.
Later tonight, you cut the Ewok off at the end.
Later tonight, I'm going to be playing the very popular Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks record from Dragnet, The City of Crime.
As soon as you told me that's the soundtrack.
The City of Crime.
Cut, yeah.
Where would you ever hear that?
Only on the river. On Decades. Well, it's on Decades. With Joey Kramer on the river. Yeah, you're right.
And we have Trevor Steele tonight from the Escape Club. He'll be here after 9 o'clock.
Is this it?
Yeah, this is it. It's 7:49.
That's right. Now you'll walk around the joint while the commercials are on. Now you get ready for the next hour.
I go for a little walk and I have to get a good vibe going after listening to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
No, that makes my heart cry. Saying mean things like that to me on the Thanksgiving week is really unwarranted. That makes me cry. I feel sad.
There was a time I really liked that song, and somewhere around 1996, or 1999 or so, after I heard it about 50 times every week in my car.
You're gonna bring. I'm really sad now. You're making my little statue of the baby Jesus cry in my car. Why do you say mean, nasty, vicious things like this on a Thanksgiving week?
I like that. I like Gordon Lightfoot. If you could read my mind and Sundown. They were great
Sundown,
records.
great record.
They really Rainy Day People.
Oh yeah, Rainy Day People. Rainy Day People don't care how.
And there was a shell for Saturday Night Live at the Oldies. There was a shell.
Well, I prefer to call it a template.
There was a template.
Okay, that's better. A template. Go ahead, Kramer. Say what you said before, because it's true.
What?
What you said about the couple. You told Jennifer. There's a couple every week that were
9:15 Disco Duck.
Between 9:10 and 9:20.
Yeah, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald would be sometime in the 11 o'clock hour.
At least once.
At least once. Sometimes you'd get it twice.
Yes.
What else was there? Live a Loco in Acapulco.
Yeah.
What else did you play continuously?
What else did I play continuously?
Shake Your Body, you played a lot.
Well, yeah, Jackson's, what you started off with tonight. That was a great record.
And then a lot of those songs I didn't know
Disco
the names
Duck.
of. Disco Duck.
Oh, Rocky and Run, Joey, Run. Rocky and Run, Joey, two of the greatest records on. Now, there's a party record. Run, Joey, Run.
There's not even
Run, Joey. Hey, you should have used that for your Run, Joey, Kramer, Run. Run, Joey, Run. You see the way that's why I was on there for 32 years. You see that?
That's why your longevity. He's going to do a podcast. Think about it.
No, I think I'll pass on that. But I do want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Especially, I want to thank you for having me on the program once again this week. It really is, Joe, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
I tell everybody I never knew how to do an oldie show until I listened to you doing oldies.
Yeah, I bless you. Thanks for listening to me, and I thank myself for listening to you, but
nobody else thanks to listen to me.
Great show. No one does oldies like you, Kramer. Best to Jennifer.
And
happy
they're not
Thanksgiving.
Oldies, it's retro.
Yeah, I understand.
It's retro. It can't be old. It can't be oldies yet.
I got a few years on you, so there's still oldies to me, Kramer.
All right, we got more Decades coming up. Hairspray at 8 is straight ahead. 9 o'clock, Decades Artist Spotlight. We have Trevor Steele from the Escape Club. So it was great having you.
Shoot that bullet.
We're gonna
shoot
have
the bullet from in the wild west.
I like Shake for the Shake.
Yeah, I can Shake for the Shake too.
I like that record.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
So do
better,
I.
Which I don't think I'm playing.
Going to Shake for the Shake.
Played it last week.
That was a great. Oh, did you?
Yeah, I played it last week.
Great.
So
record.
the next time will have to be like the week before Christmas.
Yes. And all through the house, not a creature is stirring except for the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Now I'm on December 22nd.
What you're on?
December 22nd. That's my Johnny Mathis interview.
Oh, that's right.
So we could do 7 o'clock on the 22nd.
Okay, we'll do that. And you got free tickets again for his concert.
No,
creep.
I didn't get any free tickets
what
this
a
year.
Creep.
Last year I did. Now
what a
but
creep.
We're going to play all Christmas music that night.
Well, don't threaten me. I'm just saying
You're going to have to come up with
no. I don't want to do that. Then I'll come the week before. I'm not a Christmas music fan.
Come the week. I'm still going to play Christmas. I'll still play one or two.
Oh, that's okay.
But it'll be your favorites.
We'll do the record of Fitzgerald with sleigh bells.
There
in
you
it.
go.
Thanks, Kramer.
We're coming right back. Hairspray at 8 next. Right here. It's Decades on the River 105 and 103.5. Hang on.